Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? It's your boy Bad Boy Rick coming to you live from my room here in North Carolina. And so today I want you guys to feast your eyes on this video I got for you. Another banger, you know. It's the 5 C's she must have before you cuff. And so if you're new here, go ahead and leave a comment. Comment where you're from. Maybe your name, age, and city, or just comment anything you liked about the video if you found it inspiring. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and more bangers coming like this all year. So, okay, first video of 2023. All right, so here's what we got: the 5 C's she must have before you cuff. Now, I know a lot of guys go out there and they're looking for love, and a lot of women are out there looking for love too. But there's some traits that a woman must have before a man makes her his girlfriend. And so these are just 5 traits. I got them put together. I got it's not necessarily in this order, but you can kind of put them in any order you want to. And so really I'm gonna get into it. So here we go. So yeah, so here's what you want to do, right? So before you make a woman your girlfriend, this is the first thing you don't want to do. You want to vet her, right? And so when you vet a woman, is when you wait a certain amount of time to get to know her. You don't jump into the relationship calling her your girlfriend or giving out boyfriend energy so early on into the relationship. Like you might have known this girl for 2 or 3 weeks and you're already, paying her bills and stuff. You don't want to do that. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what you need to do before you make a woman your girlfriend. You need to vet her. Again, so I would say vet her for a year before you make her your girlfriend. So a year to go ahead and find out if she's the type of woman that you're gonna be, getting along with, the type of woman you want on your team to be with you and help you out and be an asset, which we're gonna get into later. So you want to vet her for a year to be a girlfriend, 5 to 10 years for a wife or a kid, you know. But by this time, you should know if she's faithful, if she's loyal, if she's got the traits you're looking for, these 5 C's that I'm going to mention in a few. You should know that after a year, and you should really know after 5 to 10 years. So, vetting is the number one thing you want to do. And this isn't included in the 5 C's. This is just a foundation that you got to have. Like before you build a house, you got to have the foundation. Well, before you look for these 5 C's, you want to vet this woman and be vetting her while you look for these 5 C's. So vetting, I want to give that to you guys first. That's what you should be doing, before you make her your girlfriend. So let's go ahead and jump into the 5 C's. Number one of the 5 C's, right? So the first one, right? The first one is, are you two compatible? It's number 1 C. Now, compatibility really comes down to, is she an asset versus a liability? Is this woman contributing to your life? Is she, become making herself useful? Is she building up your dreams, supporting your vision, your mission, your goals? You want to see if you're compatible with her. Like, you might want to go to work. She might want to stay at home and watch the kids. That might work for you. Or she might want to go to work and you stay home and watch the house, play your PlayStation. Compatibility. It all comes down to compatibility. So that's the number 1 C, right? So we're gonna move on to number 2. All right, number 2, is she coachable, right? So it really comes, okay, again, like coachable is something that really makes sense when you're trying to, okay, so like for a job, right? When you get hired at a job, they train you what to do at work. So while you're with a woman, you want her to learn what type of woman she needs to be in order to be with you. So when you go to a job and you've never worked at a job, their location before, they have to train you how to work there so you know what to do in certain situations, how to handle the work that they're going to give you. So in this case, you want to do the same thing for the relationship. You want to train or coach your girl on what she needs to do in order to be with you and stay with you for a certain amount of time, or for the time remainder of the relationship. So that's the number 2C, right? Coachable. Is she coachable? Right. Number 3, is she consistent? So let's say you guys meet up once a week for the first year of the relationship. Is she consistent with calling you and setting up dates, or are you consistent with setting up dates with her? Is she consistently available? You know, when you want to talk on the phone, is she consistently available for that? If she starts doing something that you like in the beginning of the relationship, does she consistently do that during the relationship? The third C being consistency. So is she consistent? Consistent is a big thing, because you got some people that'll start off in a relationship going hot and strong, and then near the end of the relationship, they ended off the relationship all weak, or the relationship ends because the consistency stops. So consistency is a big one that you want to get in there. Is she consistent? Or you have to be consistent as well, in order to make her, get her to be consistent. Like, are you consistent? If you're consistent, then she'll start leaning on you, being that solid emotional rock. And a rock just never moves; it stays there. It's always there, and you have to be that emotional rock. And she'll grab onto you and hold on to you like she's about to fall away in the ocean or something. But yeah, that's the third C, consistent. Is she consistent? The fourth C, right? Is she cooperative? Now, cooperation, that's a big one. Like, if you're trying to do something, does she help you out? Like, does she make it easy for you to do what you need to be doing? Like, she should be making it easy for you. If, like, somebody that really likes you, they're not going to make it hard for you to do what you need to be doing. They're going to make it easy because they want to go along and do with it too. They want to go along and do it too. So, is she cooperative? So that's the 4C, cooperation, because cooperative, you know, is she cooperative? The fifth C, right? And this is the last C, right? But and I'll recap all 4 or 5 of them once I get through with this fifth one. So, commitment, right? Is she committed? Like, when there's a difference between compliance and committed. When you're compliant, you're doing just enough to get by. But when you're committed, you're all in on trying to make this thing happen. You're trying to make it work. So my fifth C is committed. Is this woman committed towards making this relationship work? That's a big one. So yeah, so I'll recap all 5, right? Okay. Are you guys compatible? Or is she coachable? Is she consistent? Is she cooperative? And is she committed? Right? Those are the 5 C's. And really what you want to do with all these 5 C's is see if the woman is following the vision. She's following the mission. If she's being submissive and committed to doing what she needs to do to upbuild what her and her man have together. Like, and it's really just something that's earned. Like, is she contributing and helping out with what the goals and dreams that you have, emotionally, physically, using her resources and assets, like, and is she contributing and helping, with the mission that you have as a man, and it's really that comes down to being an asset versus a liability. Like, is this girl in addition to my life, is what you want to say to yourself, or is she costing me more than I need, than she's helping me? And once you figure that out in your mind, you really know where the relationship is going to go, because you're looking for an asset, right? As compared to being with a liability. And a lot of people will go their whole lives with a woman who's a liability, not knowing they could have had an asset the whole time. Or some dudes have a woman who's an asset and they treat her like she's a liability. So yeah. But yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video, comment where you're from, anything you learned about the video, anything you feel like should have been added or that was left out. It's your boy Bad Boy Rick. I really enjoy bringing this video to you. If you're new here, once again, subscribe and stay tuned for future updates, and more shorts are coming to the channel. Check out the shorts if you haven't already. There's some I just uploaded today, and there'll be more coming. But yeah, that's the 5 C's. So once again, this is the last recap. The 5 C's. And this is after vetting, right? You want to see if you guys are compatible. You want to see if she's coachable. You want to see if she's consistent. You want to see if she's cooperative. And you want to see if she's committed. Those are the 5 C's. So, it's your boy Bad Boy Rick, and I'm out.